So you have a brother that's actually bird watching in Central Park. And in this one part of Central Park, you don't supposed to have your dogs loose. They're supposed to be on a leash. Well, the brother is telling her to follow the Central Park Karen, actually by the name of Amy Cooper. But this Central Park Karen decides to not follow the rules. The main people that are always saying about following rules. You know, one thing my wife stated, and I won't forget it, she said they, the Mzungus, like to make the rules, but they don't like to follow the rules. And that is so true. Because how many times they always come up to people talking about, you're not following the rules. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. But when it comes to telling them to socially distance, wear a mask and whatever else, they showing up with guns because they don't want to follow the rules. So that's why I say when they tell you something, don't even listen to it. It's not even worth your time or your ear. But the brother is out there minding his business, telling about the dog because he's trying to follow the rules. But this woman picks up the phone. I want you to see exactly what this woman has done. Some of you probably seen this already. Some of you maybe haven't. But let's go ahead and roll this clip.
Would you please stop? Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking a picture and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm in the Ramble, and there is a man, African-American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African-American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in the Ramble. I don't know.
Thank you.
That woman was so comfortable in her privilege that even being recorded, she felt like nothing would happen to her.
Public advocate Jumaane Williams among those calling for the arrest of Amy Cooper, who called police to Central Park falsely claiming a black man was threatening her. Williams making the case today that this incident could have ended like the violent arrest of George Floyd in Minneapolis.
How dare you? People are dying.
Birdwatcher Christian Cooper recorded his encounter with Amy Cooper, no relation, on Monday morning. She became agitated when he requested she put her dog on a leash.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
NYPD officers responded to Amy Cooper's call and took no action. The department has said charges will not be filed, but today the City Commission on Human Rights announced an investigation. They sent Ms. Cooper a letter asking her to cooperate, and she can face fines and even monetary damages.
Ms. Cooper threatened to call law enforcement on Mr. Cooper. She claimed that he was threatening her. From what we can see, Mr. Cooper did not make any kind of threatening actions or even move towards Ms. Cooper.
Two borough presidents say this case is clear-cut.
She contributed to making Mr. Cooper feel unsafe in a park where she was wrong.
Send detectives to the victim's house, look at the tape or pull it offline, and then the next stop is send those detectives to Amy's house and put her in handcuffs.
So what this woman done, to be honest with you, is just a repeat of history. Because this is how black men were lynched a lot of times by women like this Karen, okay? It's many of them that lied and said black men have, touched them, raped them, black men just standing there, they walking. And the reason why at one point in time that a lot of black folks, especially black men, would look down when white women come around instead of looking in their face because they say, oh, he makes me feel threatened. And then like, well, he did what? And then he ended up getting, tortured and lynched. This has been the history of Karen toward black people, especially black men in this country. I mean, it is documented history. Even to this day, they can sit up here and lie on you. Don't even have no proof of anything that you actually done to them in that area. They can lie. It's accepted. And then you jammed up. Ask Bill Cosby about that one. He'll tell you how they lied on him. because he wasn't convicted of what they say he did. It was a kangaroo court, just like they always done to black people in this country. But this woman, and you have to look at the psychologist. See, she is the quintessential why people are using the term Karen. I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to try to attempt to call in the murder of a black man. 911 is my weapon of choice to do that. I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to use the system to do it, because I know 911 is my personal hotline as a Mzungu. I can personally call in, and the system is going to beckon call when I do that. It don't matter what it is. I can lie. You heard her. She was literally like acting like this guy was trying to do her something. And listen to this. You saw the clip. They want her arrested. Why would they? We want a video. Why wasn't she arrested for false accusations, making a false report to 911? See, at one instance, they may say this is wrong, but they like the system for what it is. They like it because at any moment they can make a law and say, okay, if you call 911, it's not truly an emergency, we're going to fine you $1,000 if you call us over here. Don't call us over here if it's not an emergency. Don't do that. They call for any little thing. They pick up the phone calling. Oh, you won't do what I tell you do? Okay. 911. Yes. I got this black guy over here. And they black guy. Oh my God. Yeah, we probably go get us one today. We can go lynch us one. That's all they need to hear. Now, this woman, of course, like I said, she was fired from her job, and which is a good thing, but you know, it doesn't change who she is and what she's done. And the thing is, I told you guys before, the relationship the Mzungu has with black people, I told you, they treat us, and we have to accept this, they treat us as their natural enemy. They treat us that way. They will throw away their careers, their businesses, whatever reputation they had, just to attack and harm you or me. Even though this woman went to the University of Waterloo and the University of Chicago, and she worked as a vice president and head of investment solutions at Franklin Templeton in New York, even though she did all of that to get that kind of job, when it comes to getting at you, black man or woman, she will throw all that away because the Mzungus see you as their natural enemy. It doesn't matter how hard I worked for something, even though, you know, don't let me go there about working hard, but because of the privilege and advantages they have. I'm going to say the half work I done. I'm going to say that the half work I done to get to where I'm at, I'll throw all that away to attack you or to possibly see you get harmed or killed by my personal gang, which is the police. Because you have to understand, people like Karen believe and know by the society that the police is their personal gang. That's their personal hit squad. That's how they call. Think about it. You don't do what I say, okay, I'm trying to get you killed. Let me call the goons up. That's how they do it. Think about it. Oh, you're not going to do what I say? Okay, 911. Yeah, I got this black guy over here. Let me call the goons up. Because I know good and well, no matter what I say, they going to agree with me because they my goons. They mine. They not yours. That's why for me, for me personally, I'm spent on that. I'm spent on doing these kind of videos, but I have to because it's what we do. But just being in the environment all the time where this could possibly happen to you, because you could say, it's never happened to me, but it's not about it never happening to you. At any moment, it can happen to you. That's the thing about being in America. How many times people have been just almost beaten to an inch of their life by the police and say, I never had an encounter with the police before. I wouldn't believe this would happen to me. How do you not believe it? It's happened to black folks all over this country for hundreds of years. What do you mean? It may not got to you at that time period, but it is a possibility. It is hard to be a black man and a woman in America. Your psyche and just the food we eat and dealing with race soldiers and dealing with Karen and Brads and all the different things that we constantly have to deal with. The white supremacists and the whole system is built against us like that. It's rigged against us. Totally rigged. You know, when people always ask, say, what's the solution? What's the solution? The solution has been spoken to you many times. I don't think people need to keep giving you a solution at this point, because either you're going to react or you're not. And unfortunately, some of us are not going to react. Now, I like to always point this out, too, and because I just have a big thing about the so-called Democrat Party, say they are friends and they are inclusive, but yet these incidents keep happening in so-called states where we supposed to be inclusive. I believe in this diversity and inclusion is the biggest game they have ever ran. So-called diversity and inclusion benefits them because you get the talents of other communities to benefit your situation. You're not just dependent on your group and your people. So diversity always has benefited them. You think it benefits us because we get jobs, but working a job don't make you rich. It just don't. Owning your own business can lead you to the path of wealth. And getting involved on the continent with infrastructure, that can lead you to the path of immense wealth. So when the place gets built up and you get land and everything else, that's when you start coming to the billions of dollars. I don't like to see Chinese going to the African continent and getting involved with that and they making the money while we over here suffering. We should be over there getting it just as much as they are getting it. In fact, we have more right to get it. But yet we stuck over here, you know, dealing with this problem. See, the sister I interviewed, was from New York, Deja. I don't know if you remember her. You know, she said that's why she had went to Ghana and got a food truck and all that, because she was sick and tired of dealing with this racism. That's why I told people the lockdown was very good. It was an awesome thing for the lockdown because black people got to get at least a 2-month break from this. But leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think about this situation. Also, make sure that you go and join our website, AfricanDiasporaNews.org, because we're posting content and stories that we normally would not post here to YouTube. We do not argue with YouTube about their rules and what content is accepted. We have to follow the rules for how it is here. But on our site, we do what we want. We say we want on our site. Of course, we say we have to, you have to join the site, of course, because we don't run ads or nothing like that. So that way it'd be ad free because you joined, and we keep certain individuals out that way at the same time. So it's a beautiful thing. And many people who have joined already, they have told me that they appreciate us now starting to do things on the site. So I just want to make sure that you guys go over there, because we can get at least 5% of our audience or even 10% of our audience to go there. Hey, we didn't win at the end of the day, right? But make sure to go join our site to look at content that would not be posted ever to YouTube. But this woman that we saw threw everything away. But like I said, she looks at us as her natural enemy. So her career doesn't matter.